Welcome to this video tutorial on Load Balancing Exchange 2010 using jetNEXUS ALB. I've pre-configured the Outlook web app port, and as you can see we have a channel with a listening IP address of 192.168.1.247, a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0 and a port of 443. I've named the service Exchange 2010 OWA and changed the service type to Layer 4. In the content server details I've named the group, and after you name the group you must hit Update on the middle Update button. Also in the content server section I've configured two servers, both on port 443. Then within the Action tab we have the server monitoring set to TCP connection, load balancing policy set to IP base so we can get session affinity, and connectivity set to managed. So let's add the other services needed to load balance Microsoft Exchange 2010. If we click Add Port, you see that the IP address and subnet mask is added automatically for us. We need to add the RPC Port 135, give the service a name and change the service type to Layer 4. Let's add in the same content servers 192.168.1.215 and 216, but this time the port will be 135. And as the arrow indicates, these are our client access servers. Let's change our load balancing policy from leased connections to IP based to provide session affinity. Okay, so let's do the same thing again, but this time for one of the static RPC ports. Normally the next two ports are dynamically assigned by the application, but to limit the amount of services Microsoft recommends making these static. You can find out how to do this with our deployment guide at the URL on the page now. Now let's add our final static RPC port, making sure we change the service type to Layer 4. Add in the same content servers matching the ports 59535, and just to clarify, these are the client access servers. change to IP base for session affinity, let's just check our configuration. We can tidy up the server group name for all, copy and paste into each channel, hitting the middle update button as we go. Let's check all channels for session affinity. And also that the channel ports match the content ports. Now let's just check that our Exchange server is pointing to the ALB listening address of 192.168.1.247, and that's correct. One last check that the ALB is also configured correctly. Okay, so let's open up my Outlook client. And notice on the bottom right corner that the client is trying to connect. And there we are, we're now connected. And we should see an email congratulating us. You have successfully managed to load balance Exchange 2010 with the jetNEXUS ALB. Let us also check the Outlook web app. The certificate error is because we have a local certificate. And as we can see, connectivity looks fine. Let me just log in to check my mail. And we're done. Please check out our deployment guide in the link above. And if you need more video guidance, please see the resources page at www.jetnexus.com/ALB-X-tutorials.html.